welcome to Tecmo Tuesday, and welcome to the wild card edition of this 93 season of Tecmo Super Bowl. And we are in the we've got a wild card matchup with the Steelers. After that game, I will also simulate the other three wild card matchups: the Giants and the Vikings, the Broncos and the Chiefs, and then the Lions and the Packers. Someone whose name escapes me right now commented that they would have liked to see the Lions Packers regular season finale, because that game was basically for the NFC Central, which Green Bay won. So we get to see them play here, and it's the main event. Anyway, but first things first, we got our game, and this is a rematch of not only the AFC Championship from last year, where we won a tight game. We also beat the Steelers earlier in the season in an overtime game where they were driving. They had the ball in field goal range. They fumbled the ball. We recovered, and then we're on like the 30 or the 25, something like that. There's like 50 seconds left, 40 seconds left. We chucked the ball down the field, and we get an interception. Well, we threw an interception, but then the defender fumbled it right back, and we got the ball and then had a play that took us into field goal range right after that. It was crazy, absolutely crazy. So we're just checking our player conditions. Hopefully, God help us if we can get Anthony Johnson back for this game here, because this is this is the time. It's nut cutting time. It's playoff time. Steelers, I believe. So everybody's healthy for this game. Foster is, the guy to watch. Him and Hodge, though, both of them in the running game are a pain in the ass. All right, let's see. Hopefully, fingers crossed that we get Johnson back. And we get Johnson back. He knows that this is the fucking playoffs. Everything's on the line. So yeah, get out of that hospital. So yeah, we have playoff history with these guys. The conference title game was on the line last year, and then there was the crazy game earlier in the season. So yeah, there's quite the rivalry here, and we get a nice kickoff to start.
Ready, down, put.
Come on, throwing first. Ah, shit. Fake me out. Alright, we got him that time. We got that play called.
Ready, down, put.
Oh no, flea flicker. Ah! Just about. Are they doing it again? No, it's a play fake. They have the same man in motion with that formation with that pre-snap. Ah, I got caught up in the wash with that block. Alright, here we go. Big four. Oh, shit. That is a tough blow for the Steelers, losing Barry. So I think, so Thompson comes in. They've got a, it's a 3rd and 2. It's a short 2. Ah. That fucking That lineman keeps getting me caught up. He keeps, I think it's the tight end, maybe. It's this fucking guy right here. Fuck him. So Merrill Hodge, of course, gets the score. I remember he got a long-ass run against us. At least one in the last game. Well, par for the course, right? For us to give up a touchdown on the first drive. Missed the extra point, though. I don't know if, like, you know, the defender being right up in the grill had anything to do with that. I didn't know. I really didn't think that was part of the, Alright, first off, this is fucked. I'm not gonna have Johnson. Johnson's gonna be the one running back. Yeah, Culver's gonna be taking that one other play.
Ready, down,
Not much there.
ready, down,
Yeah, Jeff George fighting. Yeah, there you go. I was trying to get him out of bounds because I didn't want him to get hurt. Oh. Man, this game is physical. We're losing star players left and right, but both sides. All right, Trudeau, it's
ready, down,
gonna be up to you. So, what I'm looking at here is I'm gonna try to get as much of a ground game as I possibly can here. Take a lot of the pressure off Trudeau. Oh boy, but it's not gonna fucking matter if they're just ripping through.
ready, down,
I cannot believe that fucking worked. Oh my god, he's shrugging more people off. That was nuts. Trudeau ate his Wheaties today, which is good because we need him right now. This is, you know, the whole fucking season's online here. I went out of bounds. Did not mean to go out of bounds.
ready, down,
Alright, there we go. Nice first down there.
ready, down,
I had a bad feeling they were gonna know that that play was coming. I'm doing it again. Yeah, you didn't think I was gonna do it. I was gonna do it twice in a row, did you? Welcome back, Anthony Johnson. It's funny, the quarterbacks have been... I mean, Johnson had that one really good run, too, but I gotta tip my cap to both quarterbacks. You know, who, you know, George for that first down, shrugging guys off and shit, and then Trudeau on a 3rd and long, scrambling and making several guys miss. And shrugging off other defenders that are, like, probably 3 times stronger than him. Come on! We let him get 5 yards out of that. We had the play diagnosed.
ready, down,
Alright, they're throwing it now. Why do I have Baylor? There we go. Why? That's why I had Baylor. I knew that I was going to get that interception. That's just like I drew it up, right?
ready, down,
Man, everybody's covered. Alright, I got him out of bounds, out of harm's way. I wanted to go to Langhorne there. I like to go for the jugular after a turnover. Make him pay right away. But he was covered like a blanket. Like he's been all season for the most part. No! Why? I mean, you know, Foster for George. That's, you know, that's one thing, but Jesus. Now we gotta put Potts in there. So it's Potts and Culver. He just came off the fucking off the injured reserve too. Oh man, what am I doing? What am I doing? I saw that there were a shit ton of guys in the bottom part of the field, so I took it up the other way. Just ended up losing 7 yards. Trying to make something happen. Instead, I ended up making something happen with the passing game. Reggie Langhorne. Just like I wanted to do earlier, get it to him. Alright, so it's a 2-score lead, even though it's 8 points. I mean, this is pre-2-point conversion era, so... They have to score twice to you know, they're gonna have to score twice to get the lead back. There's still plenty of time, so they can run or pass. Man, not that time was I gonna get an interception.
Ready, down. Ready, down.
Oh shit, the play fake. He's got a guy open. He's gonna run it though. Alright, they're gonna kick a field goal now. Yeah, they let too much time come off. I don't know why they called the timeout though. It's, you know, they're just giving me a time with it, even though it's not gonna be much. Enough time to do much of anything. Miss it. He missed it again. Alright, so a missed extra point and a missed field goal. So they're still down 2 scores. Just do one up for grabs. Ah, intercepted. Oh well, let's just get him. Just get him. All right, that's okay. That's one of that's basically a you know. I mean, it was the last play of the half. It doesn't really count. Counts on the stat sheet, but you know, not in the minds of the team. So that was a good half. It started off rocky with that first drive that we gave up a touchdown. But and then there were the injuries. The injuries are still kicking my nuts. But we're in good shape in this game right now. And a nice, you know, little return here to keep us out of jail. If we can score a touchdown on this drive, we'll be in the driver's seat here. I mean, we're in the driver's seat right now, but we'll be in really good shape going forward.
Ready, down.
All right, got Cash down the sideline.
Ready, down.
Oh man, they just bum rushed me on that one.
Ready, down.
Man, that play just they've been covering that play well.
Ready, down.
Oh shit! I had the guy too. I gotta punt it. Man, that sucks. Left some points on the board on that one. Nice coverage. Damn. I had the guy too. I was gonna throw it probably like 10 yards past the line of scrimmage, 15 yards past the line of scrimmage. Get oh shit, the flea flicker. Which way is he going with this? All right, now I'm never gonna know. It doesn't matter. I was like, okay, is he going deep down the middle, or is he throwing it to that guy, you know, shallow or intermediate? It would have been you know, first down for sure if he would have went to him. I was gonna at least guard the back end of the play because I had nobody else to help me. All right, nice job with the defenders there. All right, I called the shotgun play. This isn't what they call it. They're gonna fleet. Nope, the play action. All right, nothing doing. Good job defense on that one. that extra point is looming large. I mean, you know, if you know, it would have that drive, the getting stopped there. And look at this nice fucking return here. If we had, you know, if we were up 7 and they got the ball back, then after those sacks, that would have, you know, presented more of a problem. Or it would have felt, you know, tighter. The whole different scenario. Man, they are just blowing that play up. You know what? I don't have the guys in that I want. I want Culver to be my number 1 and Potts my number 2.
Ready, down,
Alright, that time they didn't blow it up so quickly. Alright, I'm doing pass number 1, trying it again. It hasn't worked out. And it's gonna— oh no! It continues to not work out. Son of a bitch, Greg Lloyd, he's gonna fucking take it, isn't he? Well, like, fucking, I took like 3 guys to get to him. Shit, man, they blitzed it, they strip sacked, and they got a big return out of it. Just like that, man. That's football for you. Son of a bitch. That's 2 drives in a row that we were in their territory. Fumble! And it's out of bounds. That's 2 drives in a row. We're in their territory, in field goal range even in some cases, and just, you know, ended up, didn't work out. Oh, and they get the touchdown out of it. Another blocked extra point, but I mean, it's like, it's academic at this point. I mean, that first one was the big difference. It could be, it really ought to be 14-14, but they have 2, a missed extra point, a missed field goal, and a blocked extra point. So that's 7 points. It's basically a touchdown is off the board.
ready, down,
Alright, let's do this. And again, I'm not calling that fucking play anymore. They've called it like 3 times now. I don't know why. You know, it's like it's always been the bread and butter. Come on, Reggie. Oh my god, not even close. Alright. Gotta rely on the defense. Always the coverage. Took a couple guys, but hey, we got them inside the 20 last couple drives.
ready, down,
Oh, I got fucking knocked back. I was coming in to blast him in the backfield.
ready, down,
Oh, the flea flicker. I got a bad feeling they're gonna go to Hodge. Man, they're getting close here. Field goal is not good. They're throwing it. Alright, broke that one up.
ready, down,
They're throwing this back to the shotgun pass again. Same play. Alright, the drones were defending that one well.
ready, down,
I thought they might call the same play a 3rd time, so I called it. Oh no, I got knocked down, but the drones helped me out. Alright, here we go. For all the Twix and marbles.
ready, down,
No, they play faked it. Yes! Got him! Alright, 59 seconds left. We cannot turn it over. We cannot fuck this up.
ready, down,
That didn't kill much time at all, did it?
Ready, down. Hood, 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 hood.
They got no more timeouts. I'm gonna go for this first down here.
Hood, hood, hood.
That's all right. That's quite all right. I'm just gonna blast this one out of the stadium. Not even gonna let him return it. And that's ball game. Wow, so that was tight. Tight as hell. We did not score a point in the second half. All of our points, in fact, came in the second quarter. Jack Trudeau was our leading rusher, if you can believe that shit, with 32 yards. But, you know, we only got 83 yards on the ground. It was spread out kind of evenly as far as the running game. We actually threw for less. Only 64 yards from Trudeau. Jeff George didn't get any passing yards because he only got that one run and then he got hurt. So, a very low-scoring, hard-nosed game. The only stat that hit triple digits was Neil O'Donnell's passing yards. And that was barely cracked the 100-yard mark. So there was a couple turnovers. There were injuries. It was just a brutal physical game. Which, you know, if our quarterback's gonna get hurt, that's the kind of game you want it to be. So that worked. But next week we got the Oilers, and that's a whole different kind of a team. You know, with Johnson and George out, that's gotta be a tough hill to climb, because if it turns into a shootout, you know, do we have the horses to keep up with it? It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. But that's, you know, down the road. That's a week from now. Let's just enjoy the victory, celebrate the win, and let's we'll watch these other games. All right, so. You know what I really ought to do is get these other teams. I should have done it before we even started this. Is operate these teams into computer status. It's funny how much this mirrors the 93 season. The only difference is, you know, the Niners did not have the home field that the Cowboys did. The Giants did play the Vikings in the wild card round, and the Lions did play the Packers in the wild card round. The difference was the Lions were at home, and I think that was the last time they won a division too. All right. Well, anyway, Broncos, Chiefs, Giants, Vikings, Lions, Packers. I'm just double checking, making before I press on that I have the right teams, inoculated. All right. So I'm just gonna simulate these games. So we got Giants and Vikings. I think this was. Wow, they're very purple. They got the Color Rush uniforms on. My pick is the Giants. I think they're going to take this one. But it's Color Rush for both teams. Whoever did this ROM really made some weird decisions. Vikings are going to Raheem Ismail, the Rocket. With the nice return. Barry Ward pitches it back to Jim McMahon, who Chris Carter. I believe it's Chris Carter. I know Anthony Carter might have still been on the team, but I think it's Chris Carter with the catch in tight coverage. And now they're gonna they design a play, and Jim McMahon gets hurt like he always does. It's just how it is. And then you got Dick Pickman, Sean Salisbury. Yeah, he's he when he worked for ESPN, he sent a dick pic to a colleague, I believe. It definitely was something dick pic related. There's Barry Word with the run. I forgot he played for Minnesota. He was a Chief for a while. And Chris Carter, all he does is catch touchdowns. No, Anthony Carter. He catches things other than touchdowns. So do they have the Carter brothers out there? They're not related at all, by the way, but they, they have the Carter tandem briefly, because Chris Carter spent his early days in Philly. Anthony Carter spent, most of his career in Minnesota, but it wasn't long after Chris Carter came aboard that Anthony Carter retired, I believe. He might have went somewhere else, I'm not sure. He chucks that one off pretty quickly and gets it to Mark Jackson for a deep first down. So, hey, I gotta give credit to Salisbury. Dick picks aside. He led the team down the field for a touchdown after the quarterback was injured, just like our team did. You gotta be able to step up. It's the playoffs, so whether you're the backup or not, you're geared up for these games. McCaffrey taking the reverse. I do not like these reverses in this game generally. They don't usually work out, but that one did. And the Giants ran a reverse against us that cost them some points. Oh no, it wasn't a reverse, it was a flea flicker. And that one looked like it was going to get blown up in the backfield. He actually made something out of nothing and took it for 6 yards. Ed McCaffrey, he ended up going to Denver after his... They just keep going back to the well. It's like, hey, until you stop us, we're just going to keep doing it. And they keep getting... That's 3 times. They were in the same exact fucking play, and they got at least 5 yards every single time. Now they play faking, and, that's just what you do. You catch them off guard, and it didn't matter. They got the interception anyway, McMillan, with the pick. But they got the ball way deep on the one. And then they blew up the play in the backfield, then get a safety. How about that? So, just, one play an interception, next play a safety. So, it's 7-2 Vikings. And look at that little Meggett run. And look at that little Meggett get hurt. Fuck him. He's a piece of shit. So they'll put in, Callaway. Yeah, for anybody, if you think that I'm being, a dick for whatever reason, I mean, about Meggett, no, he is a piece of shit. He's serving jail time for sexual assault. Mark Jackson with a huge leaping catch deep, and just like that, the tide has turned. That safety really was the turning point, and he goes to Tillman off to the side. He really should have gone toward the middle of the field. He had the receiver that was basically just waiting to... He was wide open just outside the end zone. And there you go. Now he's got Howard Cross, and he's got a touchdown. So the Giants, they gave up a touchdown, and then they threw an interception, and it looked like, oh boy, here we go. They're... the Vikings have all the momentum here. Giants took it right back. Sometimes, it's funny how a defensive play like that, like a safety, can turn the tide. And it was coming right off of a turnover, which, gave the Vikings all that momentum. And there's a fumble. And boy, the ball just bouncing the Giants' way. There was that was another turning point. The Vikings get this, a short kick and a good return. And then they take it into Giants territory and then fumble it. And it looks like the Vikings are actually gonna recover it. They had guys there, and it ends up just bouncing, squirming out of their hands. The Giants get the ball back at midfield, and it's just another it just gut wrenches you. Now Sims tosses to McCaffrey, takes it into the red zone. So a touchdown here will just, you know, really burn the Vikings even harder than those last few plays did. And look at that, he's got Tillman open in stride, perfect pass. These uniforms are really just look weird. Like blue on blue. So 16-7, Giants. And the Vikings are, you know, they're gonna have to. A touchdown on this drive here to close out the half would definitely, even a field goal. They just get to just stop the bleeding a little bit. Oh, they're doing that double reverse trick play, and passes it out to Word, gets it near midfield, but time is running out. I don't know, they're pitching it back. For a second I was going to say, oh, they're running the ball. It's not really going to help the cause, but that really doesn't. With 12 seconds left, now, you know, 8, 7, 6, they're going to kick a field goal. Let's see what happens here. Fuad Reves. Kick is up, and it is off the upright and in, and cuts the lead down. So now it's not a, you know, it's not so bad. They gave themselves some breathing room at 16-10. And Minnesota won the toss, so they'll have to kick off, but they needed that bad. They needed just to score. Giants were, ever since that pick, and the interception that the Vikings got at the 1, it cost them, because they ended up getting safetied, and then it was just all Giants for the rest of the way up until the Vikings finally pulled through with that field goal. And they needed, you know, more reassurance, oh, excuse me, that McMahon could lead the charge. And the Giants love this reverse play. But, you know, they get 5 yards every single time, at least, if not more. And they're like, hey, let's do it again, you know, why not? And they, you know, he made a couple guys miss, did not get nearly as much yardage that time. And now it's 3rd down and 8. Oh, he's throwing it to a crowd, and he's lucky that one was not picked off. So now the Vikings are going to get the ball back, and they're going to have a chance to take the lead back, because they're only down 6. With 3.5 left to go in the 3rd. It's a nice punt by Landetta. So here's Salisbury. They're doing one of these pitchy, fakey. No, it's just a straight up reverse. Ooh, excuse me again. So they've got a couple of weird, tricky plays. They got the reverse. They got the reverse that leads the pitch back to the quarterback, and then they've got a play action. And a quarterback run. And this time they have a fake reverse too. So yeah, they don't have any like straight up, straightforward runs. Everything is deception with these guys. There's a big 3rd down here. 3rd and 6 from the 31. They're gonna do, what are they gonna do? The pitch back play? No, they're doing the reverse. They say, hey, we'll do you one better. And he gets the first. No, he doesn't. He was so close. And they're gonna punt it. Wow. Game of inches. Game of inches. So here's Harry Newsom with the punt, and that is going to be close. And yeah, it's at the 5. So, and nice coverage puts them at the 11. So that's a nice punt by the Vikings, pinning the Giants deep in their own territory. Oh, and they're blowing up that play. They're trying to maybe get a safety of their own. Sims was not waiting long for that one, and that coverage was not there. Jackson takes it into Vikings territory, so that's a huge swing right there. The Vikings had, hope to, after that nice stop on the first down. They pissed all over. And there's a flea flicker. And he just gets the pass off after almost getting sacked. He had a guy open deep, but he ended up going down the middle. Still a first down. Better than getting sacked. Here's another reverse. Oh, they're not falling for it this time, though. They said they're not pulling that Harry High School bullshit. And they're doing the flea flicker, though. That worked before. Gets it to McCaffrey. Now it's 3rd and 8. Another big third down. He's going deep, and he's Jackson with the leaping catch. I thought he was throwing it to the receiver that was deeper. So here, this is a big and that's a touchdown. Big series here because now it's a 2-score game again. Man, that was killer because the Vikings had them on the ropes. First, they had him pinned way back there, and then they give up a big play to take it into midfield, and then they give up a couple third downs, a third down conversion. After getting a, not a sack, but a big loss of yardage on the reverse, and now with 3:27 left in the game, that looked good. And that was a bad play by Salisbury. He had a receiver open down the sideline, and he waited too long. They wanted to get safety again. It almost looked like they're pulling like the fake reverse bullshit. But then again, everything that they run, all their runs just about, are deceptive in some fashion. So he's got Carter, and he through his hands. Wow. You gotta score quickly because the time's wasting. That play right there, if Carter would have been able to hang on to that, and now that's it. 4th down. Change sides, so that's gonna do it. The Giants will be moving on to play Dallas. So how about that? There's gonna be you got the Broncos and Chiefs game coming up next. You got the Lions and Packers game coming up after that, and then next week, Giants and Cowboys. All 3 of those games are division matchups. And there is a touchdown for the Giants. Mark Jackson just rubbing it in a little bit with an insurance score. Nice pass by Sims. The receivers are definitely, they had their Wheaties today because not all these passes have been that great. They went over their heads and they had to make jumping catches. So we'll see. They're going to need all the Wheaties they can against Dallas. Oh, it's Cadre Ismail, not Rahib Ismail. Now I'm curious. What the hell happened there? I thought Rahib Ismail was... And then they're gonna at least get a touchdown. Oh, no, Rahib Ismail was on the fucking Raiders. I'm confusing him. Yeah, Cadre Ismail is the, is his, Alva's his brother or his cousin? How the hell did I fuck that up? Anyway, yeah, so, I don't know. I'm not gonna fall into a Wikipedia rabbit hole. Either way, the Giants win 30-17. Sims threw for 254 and that one pick, but that one pick actually led to the To the Giants' fortunes just turning in their favor. Because right after that, very next play was the safety. And that was it. I mean, you look at the stats, it was, you know, the Giants just blew them out of the water with the passing game, and then you had those turnovers and the safety. It just yeah, everything was just bouncing the Giants' way. And you look at those, you know, the fumbles, the way that they could have gone in favor of the Vikings. Some of those plays didn't happen. You know, very different ball game. But it is what it is, and Giants will be taking on the Cowboys as mentioned earlier. So the Broncos and Chiefs are up next. This is a big division rivalry between AFC West combatants. So here we go. I gotta lean toward the Chiefs. I mean, they've got Montana. The Broncos have Elway. I mean, that's I know that's a little nearsighted to just mention the quarterbacks, but you can't argue against Joe Montana in the playoffs. I mean, it's just, even with the Chiefs, which was a very painful time for me as a Raiders fan, seeing having to deal with Montana, as I like Montana, you know, and it was hard to see him winning with the Chiefs, and especially with Marcus Allen on the team too. That really, one of Al Davis's first big mistakes was letting him go. And they're going to Allen. They're feeding him the rock. Which makes all the sense in the world. Here we go, big third down. Big third down. It's the first third down. But it's still, every third down is big. Everybody's covered. And to Cash, I think is that Keith Cash? It's a different Cash, but, and as a fumble, oh no! And the Broncos recover it. Simon Fletcher. I really don't give a shit who wins this game. I don't like either team. And Bernstein? I don't know. With that run. Yeah, it was Keith Cash. That was who it was. I was like, wait a minute, did I have a Cash too? And there's a pick by Carter. Dale Carter, he was a menace in the secondary for the Chiefs for many a year. And he's making a menace for Elway. And now we got Davis with the reception. Yeah, taking it inside the 10. They're doing, you know, what I was talking about, like go for the jugular. And that wasn't a deep ball, but it was, and look at the fucking quick release by Montana here. And there's another touchdown. Another touchdown. I meant another completion to Willie Davis in this case, and the Chiefs strike first. They took advantage of the turnover that, you know, the Broncos could not do. Lowry kicks off. Not a very good kick. So the Broncos are gonna get decent field position here to start off, and they gotta shake off that interception and the touchdown that they gave up. So Derek Russell with the catch takes it into Kansas City territory, and that might start the you know, getting them moving here, getting them amped up. Hand off to Burns. I keep wanting to say Bernstein, like the Bernstein Bears. I don't know who the hell that is. Oh, he's gonna run. No, he throws it. He's got Derek Russell, and he's got it into the red zone, and that's a first down for the Bronx. 16 seconds left in the first. This might be the last play of the quarter. Another first down takes it to the 1.5, maybe the 2.
Ready, down.
And Elway's gonna run it in himself. He didn't have to helicopter this time, but hey, a touchdown is a touchdown, no matter how you slice it. And this will be a tie game. Well, for now, anyway. You know, and as much as I hated these teams and having to play against them, well, having to watch them, my team play against them every year. When Montana was on the Chiefs, it was really cool to see him play against Elway twice a year. And they had a couple of really good games. I think that Montana finally, he got the Chiefs a win in Mile High one of those years where Marty Schottenheimer was just snake bit against them in that stadium. Oh, he's going deep, and he's got J.J. Burden. He's a beast of Burden, and he's got a touchdown to give the Chiefs the lead right back. Wow, just like that. Well, what'd you expect? You know, Montana and Elway, it's going to be a shootout at the OK Corral. There were some turnovers. That's the only reason why, you know, the points aren't any higher than they are, even as much as it is. And you got, you know, a nice return there by Harry. Give the Broncos good field position. They're doing a flea flicker. They want to go for blood here, but Lonnie K. Martz is a blue light special on sacks. Hand off to Bernstein. He's just trying to give him some breathing room, but he's going to get a first down. And then some. He could go all the way, and he does. Rod Bernstein. Hey, he didn't have some many very good runs earlier on in this game, but that was... He made the hell of a play there. It was some good moves, just a great individual effort. Kickoffs have been kind of shallow for the most part, and the returns have been good to make it even worse. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball in Denver territory to start this next drive. You know, it's like the last thing you want to do is give Montana good field position, especially at the end of a half. And he's handing it off to Marcus. It's like, you know, might as well matriculate the ball a little bit.
Ready, down.
Hand off to Marcus. And there is a first down.
Ready, down.
Yeah, they're matriculating. It's like this is it seems like this is by design. To score with as little time as possible. If it's not, then it really seems that way. That's how it's coming across. And look at Simon Fletcher with the sack. Oh, and another quarterback gets injured. Are you fucking kidding me? All 3 playoff games have dealt with... we've had quarterback injuries. And Dave Craig's going to have to come in 3rd and 21. He's actually, you know, one of the better backups in the league, but that, oh man, went to Kimball Andrews and they just blew that play up. They're kicking a long field goal here. You got Nick Lowery, who's one of the best kickers in the game. And he hits the upright and in. That was like a 63-yard field goal, some shit like that. It was around that. That was, at the time, that was the record. Held by Tom Dempsey with the club foot. So Lowry, I didn't see what it was exactly. I just saw the holy shit. He's kicking this one from beyond the 50, which is very risky when leaving that much time left. But it worked out. Going deep to Johnson, and he just about overthrows him. I don't know if that would have worked. You know, like even if he caught it, he had to dive to make that catch. So I think they might have caught up to him. There were defenders around the neighborhood-ish. I think that they would have gone up and caught up to him. But if he would have thrown it to him in stride, you know, just took a little bit off of it, that would have been a touchdown. but the Broncos do get the ball. We'll see if Harry can get another good return. He cannot. He just got swarmed. So here we go. We got another possession deep in by the end zone. And they're doing tricky dick plays. And they're throwing it into coverage, and it's a block. He might have robbed his own defender of an interception there, because there was some tight coverage beyond that. You're not going to make an argument of making a play defensively. And there's a stop behind the line of scrimmage, and now it's 3rd and a mile. Well, 3rd and a half a mile. 3rd and 11 is manageable. Is makeable. And they are going to make it. In fact, Bernstein's going to make another nice play. He made some good moves again. Shakes the defender off and fakes one out of his boots. Another big play by him, and it's a first down. Right when Kansas City had all the momentum, you know, after that field goal. And then they get, you know, just make some nice plays defensively to start the second half. And then Elway's like, nah, you know what? I'm gonna get a first down here. And once again, another overthrow. That one was a little bit more costly. Well, actually, the other one, you could make the argument, was very costly because, you know, they could have scored at the end of the half. So instead, they got a punt and put the ball in the hands of their defense again. Well, not putting the ball in the defender's hands. That would make them on offense. You know what I'm saying. All right, so we're hitting the last 7 minutes of the game. Kimball Anders could not get the first down, so here we go, 3rd and 1. This could be a huge stand here if the Broncos can stop them. And there's a play action. Just missed him, but Craig throws it out of bounds, and it's 4th down. It's going to be one of those things. If the Chiefs lose this game, you got to look back and say, Montana would have made that play. It's a lot of pressure on Craig to come in and, you know, step in for Montana. He's going to flea flicker again. Elway throwing, and he throws it into tight coverage. He had the other receiver open. He might have been, you know, felt like I can't throw it over there right now. I suck at it. And there's a fumble. It goes out of bounds. Broncos keep the ball. But it's 3rd and 10. Let's see if they can convert another one of these 3rd and longs from back here. He's throwing it, and it is... Oh, nice play by the defender because he had the receiver in... At least he had him targeted. I don't know if he would have necessarily caught it, but he was definitely in the vicinity. Here's Haran with the punt. So once again, the Broncos are going to rely on their defense, and Craig is going to try to you know, fill in for Montana and carry the team to the next round of the playoffs. And once again, we got a 3rd and short. This is very interesting here. 4.5 to go in the 4th quarter, and they blow the play up in the backfield. They went to Marcus, and the Broncos knew it. Here comes Harry, not much of a return there. In the previous 2 games where the quarterback was injured, one team won, which was us, and one team lost, which was the Vikings, in their respective games. So the whole, like, quarterback getting hurt, it's 1 for 1, so there's been no real, like, consistency with that. So tiebreak will be determined here if, not to say that, you know, Elway might not get hurt too. So it would count either way. And there's a first down by Elway's huge drive right here with 3:10 left to go. And there's a pitch. He's going to throw the reverse to Johnson, and he got a lot of room there, but he took it back right into the defender. What the hell was he thinking? And then he pitches it back to Elway. He's going deep to Johnson, and that is incomplete. 3rd and 12.
Ready, down. Put.
Play fake. Oh, man, he's going to get sacked. Neil Smith. We haven't heard from him all day. And they're going to punt it. I mean, it's 4th and 23. I think they feel like they have a better chance of getting a stop than they are at actually converting that. Because you're basically done. That's a tough decision, though. There's not much time left. You know, you're hoping to get a 3-and-out. You know, and then that it's not going to be a deep punt. There's a lot of variables. A lot of, I might have just gone for it. Because you need to get a 3-and-out anyway. Greg back to throw. He steps up. He throws it, and it is incomplete. That was into tight coverage as well. That's the last thing you want to do is throw an interception there. You're only up by a field goal, so you know if you give it to them in your territory with a minute left. And that was a great play by the defense right there to get into Craig's face and disrupt the pass. I'm telling you, there's definitely a the fact that Montana is not out there is huge. And what a punt by Barker. Right to the 1. So now it's 40 seconds left, 38 seconds left, and Harry gets hurt. Man, what is with all these injuries? So 38 seconds left. They do only need a field goal, but they're going to need to do it in like one quick play. And it's not going to be by handing it to Bernstein, even though he has been the guy making the big plays today, and it's another big run. But they've only got 15 seconds left and no timeouts.
Ready, down. Put.
Pitches it back, he throws, and it's knocked away. And that's it. Chiefs win 17-14. And, you know, it was, look at Montana's numbers. He completed everything he threw for 109 yards and ended up getting hurt. Even though Elway was in for the whole game, he still threw less yardage than Montana did. You know, it was a good game. Some nice plays by Bernstein too. He had 85 yards rushing, plus I think a reception or two. So we'll see what happens. The Chiefs are going to move on and play the Bills. And so the Final Four is set for the AFC. We got Colts and Oilers, and then we got Chiefs and Bills on the other side. One final game in the wild card round, Lions and Packers. So divisional matchup. You know, another divisional matchup. Whoops. And Barry Sanders, who I didn't even know was hurt, is coming back. He might have been the reason why the Lions lost last week. You know, I would say that having Barry would certainly help your cause. So here we go. It's going to be quite the matchup. Lions and Packers. One of the oldest rivalries in football. Lions will get the ball first. Mel Gray takes the return. Doesn't get much, but still, the kick could have been longer. Pete back to throw. He's going to get sacked by Reggie White. You know, the Minister of Defense. You got to account for him. You have to double team him. You have to just take care. Look at him. He blows by another lineman. And then it makes things easier on the secondary to make those pass blocks when the pressure gets to the quarterbacks and they have to throw it earlier than they want to. They say, all right, so fuck it. We'll pitch it to Barry. And he will get the first down. He just puts the team on his back and takes it all the way to the end zone. You know, it's Barry Sanders. That's the kind of shit that, you know, yeah, it's Tecmo, but that's, you know, that's what Barry Sanders was like in real life, too. You know, take the pitch, run it outside, east-west, and then make a couple guys miss, and then it's all over. His elusiveness and speed was ridiculous.
Ready, down, hood.
It's a fucking shame that he couldn't, you know, he could never get a ring. Oh, one of the Marx brothers, Mark Clayton on the Packers. I forgot that he went there. One of the reasons why we, you know, didn't have to worry too much about Miami, aside from the Marino injury. So that reversed to Sharp. Sterling Sharp did not work out. He's another guy, Sterling Sharp. What a great receiver he was. Could not get a championship, though, because he had to retire early due to injuries. And then, you know, the Packers did go on, you know, right after that to win Super Bowls. They won a Super Bowl. Favre, they got a second Super Bowl, but, you know, under Favre, they only won the one. But, you know, another thing that hurt the Lions, besides having, you know, only Barry Sanders and, like, a few other key pieces every once in a while, they had Herman Moore, they had some good players. Quarterback was always an issue, and there's a touchdown for the Packers. Darrell Thompson scores to try to get this game tied. Another thing that hurt the Lions and their chances to ever get Barry Sanders a ring that he so well deserved was just the competition in the NFC. I mean, you had the Cowboys, even before in Barry's early years, they had the 49ers were a menace. The Cowboys were, you know, throughout the whole decade, and then the Packers rose to prominence, and then the Lions just faded into obscurity shortly after this era here. Wayne Fontes always, you know, though he was, no matter what happened, he always had the back of his players had his back. He was able to fight through a lot of adversity to keep his job. So often, it seemed like they were going to fire him, and then, you know, they did good enough, but just could not get over the hump. Pete back to throw, and that one was well covered. So here we go, 3rd and long. You know, here's what you do. Give it to Barry Sanders, and he will take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. So that's the end of the first, and Lions are in business. Pitches it to Barry. He's got a wide open lane to the end zone. Touchdown. Oh, I forgot to make my pick. I was making predictions throughout. I would have, you know, before the game even started, I would have said Packers, and only because they had won the real playoff game that these two teams played in. That was an awesome game. Brett Favre threw this ridiculous pass, this game-winning pass to Sterling Sharp in the corner of the end zone from the opposite side of the field. It was like, I don't know, it might have been like a 40-yard pass, but because it was on the other side of the field, it looked like he threw it more like 70. I'm not so sure what the, you know, next-gen stats would say about it, but if Favre's gonna get sacked, no, he got the sack broken up, and then he got a second chance, and Spielman comes in and gets the sack. Oh my God, Favre, you're just so hard-headed, aren't you? And I love Brett Favre. I love, you know, he was like the last of the old schoolers. Like that kind of a quarterback. Not just the gunslingerness and like taking the chances, but the like, you know, just running into the fray and getting his head taken off. He had that, you know, vintage style of quarterback that we haven't seen since. But he is in this playoffs. He's the second dick pick quarterback in this wild card round. Reggie White with the sack. And that is something the Packers needed because they, down 7 here and getting toward the end of the first half. Robert Brooks with the return to the 40, so they've got time and they've got good field position to not just get 3, but maybe get 7. And there's another sack. Pat Swilling. I forgot he went to the Lions. And they have some good players. Yeah, Swilling, Spielman, of course, Barry Sanders, Herman Moore. It's it's crazy they didn't go farther, this team. Again, I'd say the competition was a big part of it. A lot of bad luck. And lack of quarterback. Barr throwing it and into a crowd, gets the pass knocked away, and it's going to be 4th down. They're going to punt it. So the Lions will have a chance here to, maybe make a few big plays and get into field goal range, but there's not going to be a lot of time left when they get the ball here. Especially when the coverage team just swarms in there like that. So 41 seconds left. You know what? It's like, even if you need a big play, here's how you do it. Give the ball to Barry. But I would go to Herman Moore in like a deep 50-50 ball. And that is not a 50-50 ball. That was, I know he was throwing the ball away, but man, there was a defender in the neighborhood. That would have been disastrous. They've got White blocked. You got to throw the fucking thing. Oh, they didn't have White blocked. I thought he was coming from the other side. So that's it. That was another 4th down stop. Or 3rd down stop. It's now 4th down. And barring a big return, we're going to go to the half like this with the score 14-7. Detroit. So, as far as this, the ball belongs to Barry. He's been the MVP of the game so far. Really, the reason why the Lions are in the lead. And it just further evidence that that's mainly the reason why the Packers won the I guess you could say the pre-playoff battle for home field, battle for the division. Barr pitches to Bennett, who gets tackled behind the line, and the Lions defense. I was saying, just the Lions defense, just the Barry, but you got to give credit to the Lions defense here. They get another stop, but they've gotten sack after sack, and it puts the Packers in rough spot, and they get some yardage there, but not enough for a 1st down, and then they get the ball back. Mel Gray's one of the best returners of all time, gets a nice return here, and the Lions have a shot to extend their lead and make it a 2-score game. And there you go, it is Herman Moore. He was sitting there waiting for it for like a half an hour, but Pete was looking downfield, I think, first. Saw that he knew he could go back to Moore. He was wide open on his own, which is, ridiculous. Especially when he's making catches in double coverage like that to the 13. Oh, shit. They pitch it to Barry. Not going anywhere that time. Maybe the most elusive running back of all time, but he's not invincible. You can still tackle him. He's going for the end zone, and he's got Hallman for the touchdown. See, everybody was keying in on Barry. That's another reason why he's so valuable. You can do shit like that. So that was a big touchdown for the Lions. The Packers are in some trouble here. They are down 14, and time is a-ticking. We're getting to the last 2 minutes of the 3rd. They've got to do something with this possession, and that's a good start right there. Get the big return. And, they've gotten these nice starting field position several times here, but not been able to do much with it. There's play fake. Favre's gonna run, and he's gonna pick up 6 or 7. They got the hiccups now. Fake handoff there, and Favre's gonna throw to Mark Clayton, and he... Oh, man, the defender came in just in the nick of time. And that play is getting blown the fuck up. And they're going to punt it again. I think I would go for it here. I mean, it's a tough decision. You know, it's like you're basically putting the game on the line with that play. But, you know, you haven't had the best... I mean, the defense has been playing okay. But, you know, it's like having to deal with Barry Sanders. I wouldn't want to give him another... extra possession. But Reggie White coming in, fucking shit up for Pete, but he still gets the ball to Barry, and he just does the rest, gets a first down. Closing seconds here. This will probably be the last play of the third. And they get it behind the line. I take it back. There is going to be another play here. Oh, they missed the sack, but Leroy Butler picks up the slack. So 21-7 still, third quarter, big third down here. If the Lions manage to convert this, you know, that's going to be disheartening for the Packers. And they almost fucked it up. He threw it to Perriman, but, and the dive made it look like he might dive and then not be able to make the tackle from the ground. But he did. So they need to do something with this possession here. Favre throwing it to the opposite. You know, he's trying to do that shit that worked in real life. Scramble to the left and then throw it opposite field to the right. But, you know, you gotta throw it to him when he's open. Like, not like that. Jesus Christ. It looked like he looked like he was actually throwing it to the defender on purpose. There was a Packer over there. Ugh, excuse me. Baker Bennett with a run, and it's fourth down. They got to go for it. I would have been so pissed if they punted it. And they're doing a reverse to Sterling Sharp, and he is going to get the first down and then some. And he's making more guys miss. Oh, shit. Here he goes. This is exactly what the Packers needed. A big play. They haven't had one like that since the first quarter. In the shotgun. He's got some guys. He's got some guys open. He's going to have to make up his mind. He throws it. He's got Sterling Sharp, and that is a touchdown. So the Packers are not dead yet. They still have a shot. And they blocked it. Oh my god. That's not what they needed. Boy, the Packers special team, just like in real life, fucking up. That's gonna be it. I mean, really, they had a chance to. They're down 8. They gotta score twice. It's not gonna happen. Oh man, if this were real life, Tom Grassi would be livid, just out of his mind, upset about that. He's a Packers fan who has a football podcast that I'm a fan of. Ronald's gonna punt, and look at this, down to the 5. So the Packers are going to they have to score 90. They have to drive 90 yards and score. They have to do it quickly, and then so a draw is not gonna be doing it for you. Nope. You have got to throw. You've got to throw deep. You've only got 54 seconds to score twice. And scrambling for you know, to run the ball, not helping the cause either. Dennis Gibson with the sack. And the draw play, it's all well and good, setting up God, I'm sorry. A more manageable fourth down, but you know, you only got 20 seconds left. You're not gonna have enough time to even. You might have one more play now. So that's it. The Lions will win. Imagine that, the Lions winning a playoff game. They haven't done that in real life since 1991. 1, I think, was the stat that I've seen recently. So the Lions win. They will be moving on. Barry Sanders was the star of the show, 109 yards rushing. It felt like a little bit more than that, but, you know, the Packers kept him in check a lot of times, but he was able to get enough explosive plays out there. And then, you know, that extra point, obviously it turns out that it didn't matter at the end of the day, but, I mean, you had to think, like, it was it sucked all the life out of what was left of the Packers. So 21-13, the Lions win, and they will be moving on to take on the San Francisco 49ers. You've got the Giants and the Cowboys on the other side, the division rivalry. You've got the Chiefs and Bills, who played in the real-life AFC Championship of '93. And then you've got the Oilers and us, the Colts. That will be the first game next week in the divisional round. I will play that game, of course, and then we'll, you know, I'll do the same thing. I'll simulate the remaining 3 divisional round games. Hopefully we can get our injured guys back, at least one of them. You know, if we go into it with one of them out, or with both of them out, that's going to be a major, major problem. But that's for another day. Until then, I will, again, you know, I'll see you next week.